Good night. Good night. Just coming on for a little random chat. Let me see who comes in here real quick. I think, yeah, I just want to see what's going on. And to say a couple of things. I want to say a couple of things. Let me see if anybody come in here first so I won't be rude as I'm talking. Let me see. Let me make sure. It's 101. It's one. Okay. So I'm just go ahead and get started and say that what I want to say real quick. This was just a little test to see what be going on. But I just wanted to say to some people out there, um, maybe you're going through some things, maybe you're not. When it comes to like a love situation, I just want you to know that, and this can be love in any type of content context. Yeah, context context. It can be love in any context, but I just want to say that you have to remember you can't make anyone love you the way that you love them, no matter how much you want them to love you. Always understand you can't make anyone love you. Is a balance to that. They have to want to love you. And what is the stipulations on someone loving you? They have to be true. Number one, they have to be willing to be truthful with you. They have to be willing to take your bad, because no one is perfect, but they don't just have to accept it and bow down to your bad. Um, in a relationship, you got to be willing to work that out and get a balance. And if you can't get a balance, to where I just bow down to everything you think. If you go back a couple of lives that I have made, you will see that I already told that truth about how some women can be so uptight on a man. They can accept them for not having as much as they have, but once, you know, that man start proving to them that they can be true and they can be good, then they start complaining and nagging about that ain't this and this ain't that. And nag them so hard to where they feel worthless. And then they go to a single woman like myself. And, a single woman like myself that's being true and do right and selfish about, what she love, they come into contact with her and all of a sudden they got something going on, but it ain't for true because his heart is still embedded with someone else. And so that's why I say, you know, um, it's important to most definitely just stay true and be true to all you do. Because even though this man has came to you and he was in a relationship he said he was going to separate it from, but he never fully separated from that relationship. And he's now with you. That doesn't mean that, you know, you have to just bow down to that. Bow down meaning I understand you with someone else, but I still want you to. Some women good with that. But a real woman that has been through like all things like heartbreak, like with not just only relationships, but with her family, so on and so forth. These things are not what you want to replenish. It's things that you don't want to live on because at the end of the day, you're not being true. You're not being true to yourself. You're not even being true to the situation. It's just at this point, it's nothing but, lust, what you can do for me. And if I can't do it for you and you can't do it for me no more, then that relationship is not going to work anyway. So even though you have feelings and everything attached to it. So my point is you can't make somebody love you. They have to want to love you, even within your family. Like you can't make your family love you. You may be the outspoken one in your family to just don't accept no bullshit. You just like things, you understand people are different, you understand everything, but even if your family cannot, be real with you, not just bow down to what you want, but can't come into an agreement to see how you feel about some things, you just have to let it go, no matter how bad you want it. And we above all, we all want to be loved the right way. We all want to be loved a certain way, but we do respect that people are different. We understand people love different. But at the end of the day, it's like, what's real? What's real? What's real for real? Should you just stand there and be mistreated, stand there and be beaten down, just for the sake of your love, but you not the love not being reciprocated? It's not worth it. And a lot of people stay in abusive relationships because they feel like nobody's going to love me like this person is going to love me. No one's going to do what this person is going to do for me, and so on and so forth. And it's no reason to hold on to that relationship, even if that is the only person that show you just a little love. And that little love feel good because that's the love that you love the way when y'all are together. You love the way they make you feel. But at the end of the day, is it real? Because if it ain't real, it ain't nothing more than a one night stand. If it ain't real, it ain't nothing more than, just a good time. And so you have to make that choice. And some people like, oh, I'll take the pleasure. I'll take the pleasure over the loneliness. I'll take the pleasure over what is not. But at the end of the day, you have to be real with yourself. And so you can't make anyone love you. They have to want to love you. And if they don't want to love you, why put the energy into that? Why keep entertaining that? And so I say that. And then why doesn't it matter? You'll never get the answer. Um, and just know you're not wrong for everything. You're not perfect. You're never going to be perfect. But you can do what's right. And what's right is what counts, even when it's, lonely, even when it leaves you lonely, even when it leaves you torn into pieces. What's right is what counts. It don't feel good. It don't look good when you do what's right. But sometimes that can be the way that you will most definitely find pure love. Sometimes just standing on what's true will lead you to pure love instead of loving what's wrong and going in a cycle that never gets resolved. Because some people can have an underlying hate for you. They can have a hate for you that they don't know how to express, but they can tell everyone else or everybody else. Some people have an underlying hate for you that can be resolved, but they choose to still treat you like you're the one that's wrong. And that can be very mental, and that can be very, you know, that can tear you into pieces when you can't figure it out. But don't worry about figuring it out. Just know that standing on truth will always lead you to truth. And that's all I'm just gonna say. Um, I just wanted to do a live real quick and see who would come in. And then nobody come in. But when you watch this later, just go ahead and view my other videos. Give this a thumbs up, even if it's, if it resonated just a little bit, just a little bit. I'm just saying. All right. Have a good night.